Greetings, greetings, greetings. Hello, beautiful butterflies and transformation, just like me. How is everybody doing today? I hope that you are feeling peaceful, productive, and prosperous. This video is the video where we examine a good roadmap to life. The 13 commandments, you can call them the 13 commandments if you want. Put the words "thou shalt" in front of each of these, or you can look at it as principles to live by. There are 13 things that I have identified, and goodness knows this is incomplete, but there are 13 real things that I have striven to live by, and I continue to strive to live by on a very regular basis. Some of it has to do with the things that my parents taught me growing up. Some of them have to do with the things that I have learned along the way. And I'm going to briefly go into each of them. If you have one that you would like to add, please put it in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. So let's go ahead and let's dig in. The first one is, thou shalt understand that this is the matrix, that this is a matrix. Let me put it like that, that this is not the matrix, but this is a matrix. And the one that you create is the one that you will live in. If you create a matrix that is built around being a sheep, following what other people want you to follow, believing in the reality that is presented before you, and all of those other things, and that's going to be the extent of what you are going to experience. We create matrices every day in which to live, which help to put structure around our reality. That structure limits us. We accept and internalize the matrix that other people live in all the time when we give up our sovereignty. So always remember that this life is a matrix, and whatever you believe and whatever you put your energy and time and effort into programming into your consciousness, that's going to be your matrix. It's not your job to follow the matrix you were given. It's not your job to follow the matrix of your spouse. It's not your job to follow the matrix of the broader society. It's your job to define your own reality, to live within your own matrix, to think for yourself, to exercise your sovereignty and your autonomy, and to move where life takes you as a truth seeker, okay? That's the first one. Thou shalt know that you live in the matrix, or you live in a matrix of your own creation. Number two, you've heard me say this on this channel a lot, and that is that the past is the source of all confusion. Okay, Usui Sensei said that, I think, and you've also heard me say that anxiety is a modern day form of acceptable insanity, just like stress. These are things that we have come to accept that we think are normal. They are not normal. It is not normal to ground in the past. It's not healthy. It's not normal to ground in the future. It produces anxiety. Being in the past produces depression. These are not normal states. We must strive. I'll say it again. Ding, ding. We must strive to find ourselves in the present moment. And you've heard me say this. The present moment, the current space in which you are at this time, this very second, is the most difficult place to get to, despite the fact that you're already residing right here in it. And that's the present moment. But the more that you're in the present, the more you exercise influence over your life. You can't do that in the past. You can't do that in the future. When you're focused in those places, you're unconsciously creating in the present moment, which means you get mixed rewards, you get catastrophes, and a litany of other undesirables. It is so important to always remember that right here, right now, is where tomorrow is. All right? So I used to be in a place where I had constant anxiety. I was so high strung, so stressed out. Also used to be in a place where I constantly ruminated. And if you're ruminating, what are you ruminating on most of the time? It's the past, right? Because you're running stuff through your mind again and again and again, and neither of those states are getting you anywhere. So find a way to ground in the present moment by giving your full attention to everything you're doing. If you're ringing a singing bowl, pay attention to that tone. Don't be checked out. If you took your kid to the park, be at the park with your child. Whatever it is you're doing, whether it's eating or washing the dish, do it with all of you. All right? That's number 3. Number 3. People will always disappoint you. They will fall short if you have unrealistic expectations. But if you understand that people are human and they're subject to human error just like you are, you will be less judgmental of other people. You will be more forgiving of other people, which not only helps them in their journey, but it also frees you, and it acts as a lesson. It helps to keep us humble. Try to, as much as you can, avoid expecting people to be perfect for you, to make you happy, to toe the line for you every day, and to give you something that you need to be happy. It's not their responsibility to be error-free. It's a bad way to live. Let me not say bad. It's a very, unfortunate way to exist in the world, to have expectations of people that people just simply cannot fulfill. That's why forgiveness is so important. This doesn't mean that you stay in toxic and dysfunctional situations. What it means is you live and you let live. You step back from pointing the finger, judging people, and holding them accountable to standards that you feel are important on a regular basis. When you find that there's a lack of synergy between you and somebody else or a workplace or whatever, you vote with your feet. You leave, okay? Number 4. Life is vibration. Life is energy. Your thoughts are energy. Your emotions are energy. Your attitude, behaviors, the stuff that you come into this world with, that is a part of your energetic blueprint, which is the sewage, so to speak, in which you've marinated in, that your parents produce and their forefathers produce, the stuff that is the content of your life. All of that is vibration. It's so important to find effective ways to gauge your vibration by using the feedback of what you are producing in your life. If your life is not the way you want it, then your vibration is not where it needs to be. Look at the areas of your life where you are not feeling as though you're thriving, and understand that it has a lot to do with the emotional baggage that you bring to the process of living, the negative thought forms that factor into the personality of who you are, the habits that have been ingrained and almost hardwired into your being and supported by your neural network, and the encounters that you have on a day-to-day basis that are unconscious. All of these things come together to formulate what becomes the movement within you, the movement of your energy, your level of consciousness, your state of mind, all of these things. So understanding that life is vibrational means that you will attract in kind the very energies that emanate from you, the very things that you put out in the world. Now, that speaks to both conscious and subconscious data that's constantly emanating from your energy field. So be aware of that and understand the implications of what that means and how that's playing out in your life. If you don't like something that's happening in your life, change it. Change your vibration. Number 5, I shall find time to spend in nature. We must clean these vessels energetically. We must invigorate ourselves. We must connect with Mother Earth. We must understand the oneness of our creation and the oneness of creation, period. Find time to get in nature. It helps you to be in the present moment. It helps you to quiet your mind. It helps you to clear your energy. It reduces stress. It increases your white blood cell count. It up-levels your antioxidant rating. Being close to nature helps you to have an appreciation for the gift of life, and it helps you to feel connected to your very essence. Never leave out the importance of being in nature. If you can't get out on some days, open your windows, sit out on your porch, put a chair by the window and watch the sunset. But every day that you are blessed to be alive is a day to get up and make sure that you get some sun. I evaluate people based on that. If you don't go outside, you and I don't have anything in common, because that lets me know that you're not alive and there's something that's dying inside of you, because the sun nurtures us. We have to go outside. We need clean, fresh air. Anybody that's not going outside, you need to ask yourself, okay, what's going on with this person and what is it that we really have in common? And I'm very serious about that. Going outside is almost a litmus test for someone like me. Number 6, be present in the moment. I talked about that briefly in number 2. As in, find the time and make the priority for as much as you can really being present and here for what is going on now, which means you're not an hour down the road, you're not an hour prior to. You're taking time to fully participate and hold the space for whatever is unfolding in your life at that moment. When you can do that, in addition to having withdrawn from some of the stimulus that is in our environment, like the technology, the TV, all of the other things, the constant talking, the always giving an ear to other people and listening to their issues, when you can find time to be present in the moment, it heals you. The degree to which we can relax and be present in the moment is the degree to which we can tap into not only our power to manifest and co-create in short order, but also our power to heal ourselves. Being in the present moment is where you connect with your God energy, with the life force energy, the impulse of life. It's in the present moment. All right. And if you could understand that there's nothing that will not solve itself, there's nothing that does not have a creative solution to it. And that creative solution comes in a space of relaxation and present moment awareness. If you're not finding time during the day to just relax and meditate, and you're talking all the time, or you're in front of the idiot box, or you're doing something else to distract yourself, you're loving on somebody because you can't be without them, and all of these other busyness kinds of things, you haven't really grasped the secrets of life. When you can be present in the moment, you can make things happen. When you can be present in the moment, you put your intuition in the driver's seat. Life becomes more effortless. Things fall into place. You can really recognize and get a glimpse of what we mean when we talk about the magic of life. That life is already happening through you. If you're lucky, it's not happening to you, okay? It's happening through you. And you can experience that when you exercise more present moment awareness. So never forget that, all right? Number 7, don't let anybody ever rain on your dreams. Your dreams belong to you. Your dreams connect you to spirit, and your dreams are your responsibility. Never allow a situation, an event, a person, a way of being and thinking, or the accumulation of disappointments in your life to separate you from that thing that you've always wanted to do, or that thing that you know you're capable of doing. Don't allow things to block you from manifesting those things that reside in your heart as desires, because they're there for a reason. They're there to remind you of your potential. They're there to remind you of what you came here for. All right? You chose this experience, no doubt about it. You came here for a reason, something to accomplish. And when you allow people, situations, circumstances, events, trials of the past, disappointments, and so forth and so on, to keep you from your dreams, then what you do is you really stop living. There's a part of you that dies. So never let anybody rain on your parade. Never let anybody tell you that your dreams are a futile effort, or that you will never reach your dreams. Your dreams are nobody's business but your own. Okay? Number 8, stay focused. Be vigilant. Be consistent. and earnestly work towards those things that are important to you in life. All right? What you put into life is what you get out of life. You can look and judge a person by their deeds. You can look at a man's work, no gender intended, but you can look at a man's work and you can see what he is about through what he has produced. The same thing for anybody else. All right? Being focused and being vigilant is about not seeing obstacles. It's about not allowing distractions to come into your life and take you off course. It's about moving actively through life, not passively, and not making excuses for why you didn't accomplish things that you wanted to accomplish, things that you were supposed to accomplish. If you have a goal and that goal is important to you, then get focused and be vigilant about it. Otherwise, stop talking about it. Nobody wants to hear about it because you're not really serious. You're one of those people that continues to talk about what you want to do, but you never put any footwork, any leg work behind it, and there's never the result of your labor. So if you want to be successful in life, you have to stay the path. You cannot take your eye off the prize. You have to be serious. And as you are serious, just by way of the law of multiplicity and the convergence of all of your actions, they will produce, they will work for you, and they will yield something. They will give back everything that you've put in. All right? The next thing I want you to remember is, thou shalt always listen to thy intuition. That's number 7, I think. No, that's number 9. Always listen to your intuition. First, get in the habit of building that muscle. All right, you have to know what your intuition feels like. And as you develop in your ability to listen to your intuition, it starts to shape shift in the way that it communicates with you. All right, my intuition would usually come as a solar plexus sacral chakra kind of an experience. All right, it would come sometimes to me as the gap between my thoughts, something that gave me a feeling of neutrality but truth, something that generally felt a little discomfort and would pull me away from some pleasure that I might be having. It's a message of wisdom that speaks to an alignment with what is in your best interest. Whenever you hear your intuition, whenever you feel your intuition, sometimes it comes through your body, you should listen to it. These months, in the more recent past, my intuition comes about as a sort of knowing about the unknown. It's something that I know is getting ready to unfold or happen, and I'm continuing to move according to something that has no scientific explanation whatsoever. It's something that I know. All right. And I know it, and it makes me fearless as it relates to the unknown. As you get better and better at refining your intuition, you will save time. You will waste no time with people who have no business being in your life. Those people who I say shouldn't even know your last name, let alone, you should know your first name, let alone your last name. You will move through life with a lot less stress. If you suffer from anxiety, then you really need to start utilizing and building upon your intuitive muscles, because they will allow you to navigate life with a lot less effort. Your intuition will protect you. Your intuition, when you allow it to be the guiding force in your life, it will help you live abundantly, and it will help you not make the same mistakes. We are supposed to reflect on those that have gone before us. We're supposed to learn lessons from the mistakes that we have made, not keep making them. And each of those times that we make these mistakes, for sure you better believe that our intuition gave us some sort of guidance that we just obstinately decided not to listen to. And you can think of an instance in your life right now. Somebody you were hooked up with in a relationship is usually the best example of when you should have listened to your intuition. Maybe an investment or some money that you lost, a business that you were involved in, something that you did that was not on the up and up, that you didn't have a great feeling about, that manifested as a misfortune because you didn't listen to your intuition, a missed opportunity. Always listen to that little voice inside that communicates to you on many levels, whether it's your dreams, whether it's through synchronistic events, whether it's through a feeling or a level of body awareness or a thought that comes into your mind out of nowhere. Follow your intuition. It is your light in the darkness. Number 10, y'all. Don't throw your pearls to swine. If we would learn that one lesson, thou shalt not throw pearls to swine. If you would learn that one lesson, if we would learn that one lesson, we could save so much time. Okay? We could save so much time, and we could have so much more time to play and enjoy life and manifest the lives that we deserve if we didn't throw our pearls to swine. You cannot take a pig's ear and make a silk purse out of it. I don't care how long and how hard you labor. It ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen, y'all. Why we take the goodness that we have and shower it upon people who are less than deserving, thinking that we can save them from themselves when they don't even want to save themselves from themselves, or they're not even aware that any saving needs to be done in the first place. Why you amass a rescue effort to continue to throw your pearls at swine is not, it doesn't make sense. It's something that you can begin to unconsciously do that will waste your time, sap your energy, and not leave you enough resources, inner resources, time, effort, money, so forth and so on, to move your own life forward. It's not worth it. I had a friend that called me about 2 weeks ago. Someone who worked my last nerve, someone that I did so much for, that was so ungrateful and just downright mean. One thing after the other, one catastrophe after the other. The biggest energy vampire that ever walked the face of this planet, or at least that I knew, called me the other day and was trying to reach out and left me a message that would seem so sweet if I didn't know this person any better. And I looked at that and I asked myself, in speaking to this person, hypothetically or metaphorically, do you really think I'm going to let you back into my life? Hell to the no. Isn't that what they say? The young kids, hell to the no. Don't throw your pearls to swine. When these people come, if you don't exercise a level of discernment that your intuition is giving you, and you allow these people into your life, they will wreck the things that you hold dear. And by the time you are done with these users, these scandalous people, these manipulators, these people who take, and never give back, these people who bite the hand that feeds them, you will be de-energized. You will have died a ton of spiritual deaths. You will probably be lacking in your financial resources because you have overgiven. You will no doubt have learned a lesson, but you will be wiped out. Don't throw your pearls to swine. Don't waste time with people, situations, places, relationships that mean you no good, especially when they have demonstrated time and time again that they don't deserve to have you in their life in any way, shape, or form. Find somebody else for charity work. People who's really going to make a difference in their life. Number 11, read the signs along the way. The universe is constantly giving us signs through synchronicities, through things that unfold, through patterns, through messages we receive in creation. Read the signs along the way so that you know which roads to travel down and which roads to avoid. When we ignore the signs that we are being given, what we end up doing is self-sabotage. And a lot of times, I would argue, we spend a lot of time ignoring the signs. We know that we're ignoring them, but we do it willfully because we like to throw our pearls to swine. So when you ignore the signs that are being sent your way, then what you do is you say, I'm going to do this my way, and I'm not going to exercise the wisdom that I have gained through previous experience. I'm not going to take a look at what people before me have gone through or the pit holes that they've fallen in. I'm going to be different because I know better. Okay, I'm not like everyone else. I'm going to do it my way. And guess what? You're still going to fall in the ditch. It is what it is. Read the signs around you and understand that Spirit, God, is trying to communicate with you all the time, and that communication will come through the ways in which you pay attention to certain things. A lot of my guidance comes through the tarot cards. I moved my life out of a very dark place many years ago with these cards. These cards act as motivators, depending upon what kind of decks I'm using. They help me see the energy of things within my energy field that I refuse to face. They help me move in the directions that I'm trying to go into, and they help me tap into the Akasha, which is a field that we all have access to. So pay attention to the signs around you and know they may come through the good book or whatever other holy book that you're reading. The point is, look, listen, and open up to the guidance that's constantly overflowing and trying to come into your life to put you on the right track. First and foremost, understand that there are guiding energies that are always trying to point you in a direction so that you don't have to experience the pain that you no doubt and inevitably will experience by way of just needing to put yourself into a difficult situation. We can't help it, we're humans. But that guidance is always there. And at whatever time you're ready to move out of that space, you'll have those pearls of wisdom or those nuggets of information or those inspirational vitamins, whatever it is you need to move out of that energy, it will always be there. All right. Number 12. This has come to me in the last few years, and it may sound juvenile, but I want you to get beyond the rhetoric of it. And that's that life is a series of experiences, and that's all. It's one movie after another, or one play after the other, or one novel after the other, or one paragraph after the other. It's a series of many, many doors that open and need to close so that another door can open. It's just that simple, y'all. That's it. So what does that mean? It means not to get stuck in a certain theater where you're watching the same movie over and over and over and over and over. Know that when you come out of that theater, you're going to go into another one. You're going to watch another movie. It's going to have wonderful memories. It's going to have wonderful experiences. You're going to learn lessons. And when that's over, it's time to move on to the next thing. Always understand that life, people say life is about the journey, not the destination. I like to say there is no destination. There is no destination. There simply is not. There is only the journey. And the journey are the experiences that come into our lives that look like a door opening and a door closing. Okay, when that time is ready and it's time for you to level up, another door will close and the next one will open. And the longer that you wait to close that door, the longer you are prolonging the opening of the other door. And inevitably that door will close or you will die with it. It's that simple. So it's really important to look at that and to ask yourself, what door in my life do I need to be closing right now so I can open up another one? Understand that your path is guaranteed. Your spirit is the divine, God, the angels, whatever it is, however you quantify, that energy is always waiting for you to go to the next level. All of the resources you need will be provided at that level. All you have to do is say yes. All you have to do is close the door. Close the door on the stuff in your life that has no business being there so you can open up another door. Okay, number 13. Examine your partners. Didn't say choose. Examine your partners carefully before choosing. What are their goals? What is their vision? What is their direction in life? What have they accomplished for the length of time that they've been on this planet? Is there synergy? Okay, what are their values? Are they that synergy? Are they really a match for you? What have they been producing? What else did I put down? Oh, if a man has not had a career by the time he's 40, he ain't gonna have one. Y'all, he ain't gonna have one. And I say that because men, contrary to what they think, develop a lot later. They bloom a lot later than women do. If he's in the 40s still talking about joining a foreign legion and he's not grounded, he will never be grounded. He will always be a nomad. He will be moving from one place to another metaphorically, and he will not be reliable. Okay? Choose your mates based on what people have accomplished in their life, y'all. Take the word potential out of your mouth when you're talking about a partner, unless you're using it in the sense of a potential partner. You cannot take potential to the bank, and you cannot withdraw potential from the bank. Potential is just that. It's stored energy. Remember the second and third grade science class? Potential is stored energy. It's not kinetic. It's not moving. It's stagnant. It's being held in the event that something happens that activates it, which means the person in and of themselves have not activated anything. You've got to ask them, What have you been doing for the time that you've been on this planet? Stop trying to build anew these people's lives. If they don't have anything to show for what they've been doing since they've been here, cut them loose. Again, do not throw your pearls to swine. I cannot stress that enough. All right, I just can't express it enough. Choosing a partner, guys, and that's number 13. Choosing a partner is the most important choice that you'll ever make. I think so. Other than choosing to be in control of your mind and your thoughts and being a conscious co-creator and appreciating life and all those things that go along with it, choosing a partner or the people that you will have in your life, that's going to be the most important decision you'll ever make. Choose the wrong person, you lose 5, 10, 15 years. Choose the wrong person, you have someone that is a parent for your children. Thank goodness you have those wonderful, beautiful children, but you have a nightmare in your life. I can think of countless situations with people I know and with myself having chose the wrong partners over time when I knew in the beginning that they were the wrong people. I had some inkling, my intuition was telling me there's some level of incompatibility here. There's something that doesn't make sense. There's a lack of alignment and values here. This person doesn't have a vision. They don't have any direction. At the end of the day, what have they really accomplished? This is somebody that is not equally yoked. This is somebody that you, in other words, see potential in. They had a lot of potential. Every last one of them. They had tons of potential. But were they manifesting it into anything? People have dreams all day, but we have to judge people by their deeds, right? Faith without good works doesn't mean anything. It's meaningless, right? In all of our understanding, we must what? No, in all of our getting, we must get understanding. And why do we need understanding? Because understanding is what lends itself to application. And application is that which produces a tangible outcome, something that we can see, touch, taste, and feel. So choose your partners carefully, because getting entangled with someone else that is not the right person can sentence you to lifelong challenges. These people, these energies in our lives, these friendships and so forth, they can hold you back, and they help to create an energetic force field around you that keeps you in a certain vibration. Choose your partners carefully. Choose them wisely. Examine them. Study them. Have a sense of what their vision is. Have a sense of what their direction is. What are their goals and how are they actually moving towards their goals? What are they doing? What is their daily routine like? What things are they consistent with? What is their track record? What the heck do they have to show, like I said, for the time that they've been sitting up here on the planet? If they don't have anything to show when you go with them, then you got to ask yourself, what do you have to show for what you've been up here for? Because it's a major setback. That energy of the wrong partner in your life can set you back decades. Take my word for it. You're with Tanisha Ali. All right. Helping you to up-level your mindset, gain clarity, to heal and clear energetic blockages so you can manifest the glory of God that is within you. If you have not purchased my book, Manifesting Your Masterpiece, you can get it on Amazon. For those of you who are ardent supporters of my work, I love you, I love you, I love you. Please go back and do your reviews, okay? And I want to pull an oracle card for us, for those of you that want to stick around. If you will not be sticking around, at the bottom of the deck, we have family changes. Please make sure that you like, that you press down or smash that thumbs up button, that you leave a comment. Tell me what is one of your life principles or one of the commandments that you live by that has helped you survive life down here in this third dimensional realm. Let me see what we have here. What is the guidance for our beautiful butterflies and transformation? Ooh, let's see. What is the energy around you right now? Relationship dynamics. And the underlying card was already family. So perhaps some of what I was saying in that last piece about throwing your pearls to swine or examine your partners carefully, perhaps it has something to do with that. When we're talking about the relationship between family members, it could be a relationship that you are having between yourself and your children. It could be a spouse, a lover. All right. A relationship with something at your job, but this feels more personal. And I just want to read this message to you. And then you take it as you will and see what resonates. Hopefully you will find something in here that makes sense to you, all right? This card indicates that there have been some changes in one or more of your relationships with your family, friends, or romantic partner. There's a sense that you have less in common and are growing apart. Now, we're living in a times right now where people are growing apart and people are realizing that it's time to shed the snake skin, and that there's healing and advancement and growth that needs to take place that can't take place within the confines of relationships that are not moving forward. So this is the energy of all of these retrograde periods that we've been dealing with. And this is the energy of the year 5, which is the year that we're in now. So we're being challenged to up level, and much of that energy is happening through the energy of relationships. This may be because you are now more sensitive and more conscious of your feelings when you're with certain people. Perhaps in the past, you've numbed your emotional awareness and now your feelings are awake. The most important relationship of all is with yourself. So you do need to take care of your feelings and needs in this situation. Yes, relationships involve compromise, but ultimately, if you're denying yourself happiness, this will have a negative impact on the relationship. Therefore, you are guided to be honest with yourself about your needs, even if it means working with a counselor for support. As you make changes, all of your relationships will be affected. It is time for you to sort through your feelings about each of them to bring healthier balance into your life. Now, there's some additional meanings as well. All right, moving your relationship in a healthier direction, healing the relationship that you have with yourself, a deepening of the relationship between you and spirit. I'm adding that, individual and or marital counseling, a new person entering the picture, changing the dynamics of other relationships. The bottom line is to look at those things in your life that are working for you and be grateful for them, hold the space for them, and to remove or work on those areas in your life involving other people outside of yourself that may be sabotaging what it is that you came here to do. So again, you're with Tanisha Ali. I hope you found something from this video that makes sense to you, that's going to help you navigate this matrix or your matrix a little bit more efficiently. I hope that you will like, subscribe, share, or comment on the video. Please keep coming back. More will definitely be revealed. Join the evolution. You can also join me on patreon.com/Tanisha Ali for spiritual insight, energy readings, and challenges. Bye-bye.